mentioned I just bought a condo next to his in Florida. Now that I know that's how he delivers the paper, let me know if anyone wants a condo cheap. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to introduce to you, actually, quick story about Dale Galassi. Bob came up to me, Nicole one day, grabbed my hand, he said, "What's up? What are you doing, buddy? How's things going?" I said, "Good." He said, "Here's what I need you to do. I'm the county board chairman. I need you to be on the health department for me, and I really want you to spearhead this thing and do a good job." That's where I met Dale Galassi, who's one of the best county administrators I've ever had the privilege of working with. I worked with him for 6 years. Well, as time passed, administrations changed. Bob came up with some crazy idea of putting York House Road through the 41, which I told him that he shouldn't even think about.
Oh, yeah.
And administrations changed. Well, one day Dale came up to me in his Gucci suit, and he grabbed my hand. He says, "Len, I got some bad news." I said, "Dale, what?" He said, "We've got a new county board chairman, and I think they're going to replace you on the health board. I'm sorry to say, I think you're getting replaced." I said, "Hallelujah. Wednesday's my poker night. I only did it as a favor to Bob for the last 6 years. I've been talking about sewer for 3 hours a night." I said, "Thank you so much." And that's how I met Dale Galassi, and he's a great administrator. Dale, take it from here.
It was very difficult firing somebody who was a volunteer. Prior to my being executive director, I was appointed about 19 years ago under Bob's administration. My predecessor was a physician. Many people here knew who he was. I'll leave him nameless. Let's just say he was a pain in the ass to everybody. So ultimately, the decision was going to be made that Board of Health was changed in order to replace this executive director and bring somebody else into the organization to bring it back in line. And I remember talking with Bob and Colin McRae once, right across the street. What was that? Good enough for reference. The Burgundy Room. Sitting in the Burgundy Room, we're talking about the situation, and I finally said to Bob, "Well, what's the real issue here? What does it boil down to that you're going to terminate him or do what you got to do?" And he said, "I'll tell you exactly what it is." He said, "I was laying in bed with my wife the other night, 11 o'clock, trying to get lucky. She's bitching at me about Steve Potts, and I said, 'That's it, goddammit, he's done.'" Excuse me, but that's exactly the truth. Happy birthday, young man. We're happy for you.
Thanks, Dale. Hey, while we've got a minute here, I just want to remind everybody, while you're all having a great time, this place has more tricky stairs in it than about any place I've ever gone to, so be real careful to watch your step. These stairs sneak up on you. Welcome, Mr. Scott. What'd you like to say?
I hope you've got good insurance with the stairs. We showed Bob how to get to Western Lake County. Some of you folks know we're east of 45. There is a part of the county west. And thanks to Bob, it's recognized now as part of Lake County. I'm part of the class of 1982. When I came in the county board, Bob told me I could think the way I wanted. I had my own mind, but damn well better agree with his. And he told me an elevator rides up to the 10th floor that you'll get some guys will change your mind from the first floor to the 10th. I was part of that group that sat through, 90-some roll calls to get a 96 roll calls to get a county board member or chairman. Bob, you and your family are top notch, and thank God for your wife. And, in the old days, I thought, you called a spade, and he said, no, you called it an effing shovel. So I learned something there. And back in the old days when Harry Robin, Jim Fields, and you.
Jim Fields was here.
Is that him? Old Jim. I thought that was him by the bar. Yeah. I just want to say, you're not the greatest guy, but you're going to be damn close. Had many, many more birthdays, and I want to be around for the 100th. Okay?
Thank you very much, Brett. Pleasure.
dear friend of mine and the family has been around for a few years. And I first met Willard on a PMA board in Libertyville, and she was running that board. And Grace Stern, or who was Linda Hess, Grace Stern, then Linda Hess, was going to run. So we needed somebody to run against her, and so we tapped Willard to be that person, and has done a fantastic job for all of you in Lake County as the county clerk. Willard Wielander, the Lake County clerk.
You kind of told the first meeting I had with Bob was asking you to be on the TMA board. And I'm a great big tall person, can reach the top shelf, and I thought I was Ruth Ann sitting in that little giant rocking chair when I went in your office. And I said, I want you to be on my TMA board. And you go, no! He goes, I'm on too many damn boards. Oh, well, we're getting off to a good start. And then I said, well, can I have your name? Because you're an important man that gets things done. And he said, yes. And he never missed a board meeting. He was the best board member. And then you taught me into running for county clerk, and my life has never been the same. But the important thing about Bob Depke is that of all the people I've met in politics, this is a man that always tells you exactly like he feels. He will never lie to you. If he wants to break both legs and back up his car over you, he'll tell you first. But he is the best friend you can have, both in politics and real life. And I think the best tribute was when one of his nemesis that worked hard to get him off the board stood out there at the dedication of the parking garage and said, boy, that Bob Depke knows how to get things done.
Yes. Happy birthday.
All right,
Dick Ransom.
come on up. Neighbor, you get to see Bob and his bloomers apparently around when the papers delivered.
I'm Dick Raptis, and I've probably known this guy about as many years as most people around here. Also served on the county board with him. I thought he was my friend at that time, and then he put me on all the committees that catches all the hell, so then they could blame me instead of him. So that's basically what I did when I was on the county board. But no one has told any sports stories yet, and I think I need to tell one about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Green Bay Packers. Eddie Clark, longtime friend of ours, and Bob, were having a little party at our house in Florida. Bob says, well, I can't come, I've got to go to Tampa to watch the Green Bay Packers in Tampa. Well, he doesn't have tickets, so he's quite a wheeler dealer, you know, so he paid $500 a piece for these tickets, so I can't almost threw up. So anyway, I said, well, stop by the house when you get back. We'll probably still be partying a little bit, and you can join us. Well, hell, we weren't even finished with dinner. The game was only half over, and here Bob and Georgianne walked in, and the Packers were losing like 30-0 at halftime, so we left. So he came back and joined our party. But quite a sports fan. It's just that his allegiance is a little misguided sometimes. So Georgianne knows the sports team. She's the one that makes all the good wagers and does everything. But all I can do is second everything that's been said about Bob. He's a great guy. He has worked his entire life for this county. And I, for one, second everything that he's done here. Part of this establishment here probably wouldn't have happened if he wasn't in the positions that he was in. So, Bob, happy 80th birthday from Jan and myself and many more.